So jesperi kotkaniemi, hey, look, I know that this was a whole revenge plot for the Carolina Hurricanes. It's not working out, okay? He literally looks awful. I've been following the Canes. I got Sportsnet now. I've been watching the Hurricanes because they're a super fun team to watch. And hey, it's not just the numbers, and don't be mistaken, the numbers are awful. Jesperi Kotkaniemi in 18 games played has 1 goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Now you're probably thinking, okay, is it a Shane Wright situation? Is Kotkaniemi getting healthy scratched a ton? Is he playing on the 4th line with plugs? Is that what's happening? No. I mean, okay, seriously, if we look at the lineup for the Carolina Hurricanes, the second line has Kotkaniemi with Seth Jarvis, who, if you haven't heard of him, he's really good. And on the left wing, maybe behind Aho, the MVP of the team, Andrei Svechnikov, has been playing with Jesperi Kotkaniemi. That's who we're dealing with here for KK. It's Svechnikov and Jarvis. Great players, and he's had tons of opportunities. They even tried the Finnish connection at some point, even though they're both supposed to be centers with Aho. It just has not worked up and down the lineup. And the reason I'm saying that this is a huge mistake by Carolina is it's not because he only has 3 points. It's not because he's not producing on the second line, right? I mean, he's a 22-year-old center who's still developing. That's fine. The huge mistake came, first of all, with the offer sheet to the Montreal Canadiens to take this guy at such a high cap hit. But no, he just signed a 1-year deal with Carolina. That wasn't even the huge mistake. The huge mistake was that after that, the dude signs an 8-year contract for $4.8 million per season. That's the problem here. The dude is signed until 2030, and starting in 2025, the dude's got a modified no-trade clause, a 10-team no-trade clause. They paid this guy pretty much not like a star, but pretty close. And I mean, long-term like that. I'm sorry. I'm willing to bet right now that KK's not going to live up to 4.8 a year, okay? He's not going to get there. I'm telling you right now, I'll put money on it that you can tell me all you want that in 3, 4, 5 years when he's hitting his prime and he's 25, he's 26, it'll be different. I have seen enough from Jesperi Kotkaniemi. There has been so little, if any, flashes that he just does not have the toolbox. Okay, he doesn't have the skill set. I watch him play, and he plays like a 3rd, 4th liner, and you can tell it's not a guy where his confidence is just shot and he needs a shot in the arm to come back and find his star potential again. You can tell that this is just him. This is just who Jesperi Kotkaniemi is, and it's sad because, I mean, this was the pick in 2018 at 3rd overall that I remember everybody's saying, dude, Alex Galchenyuk at 3rd overall was not good. The Habs need to hit and get a franchise player here. And thank goodness for the Nick Suzuki, Max Pacioretty trade here, because, I mean, if this was supposed to be your surefire number 1 center pick with Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Bergevin flopped badly, and if not for Nick Suzuki, this could have been so costly for the Habs. This could have been terrible. Imagine if Nick Suzuki isn't on this Montreal Canadiens team right now. He's the engine, man. He's the one who makes everything run in Montreal. And if he wasn't there and you miss this badly with KK, you'd have a huge problem. But even worse than that is Carolina signing him to this mind-boggling long-term contract that I just, in my wildest dreams, I could not begin to understand this. And when I saw it, I was like, I guess maybe they've seen something in him. Admittedly, I didn't watch all the Carolina Hurricanes games. I was like, all right, I mean, maybe they see something I don't. But you look at the numbers, the 3 points in 18 games, playing in the top 6, or at least with top 6 talent. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you could make the argument that maybe Necas is the MVP, so Aho, Necas, and then Svechnikov, but either way you want to slice it, KK is playing with a superstar in Andrei Svechnikov, and he still only has 1 goal in 18 games, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really, really don't. To me, KK should be way better than this, especially for the gamble that Carolina took on him. I mean, at this point, I know that Carolina was looking for revenge on the Habs. It seems like they did them a favor here. It really does, because maybe if the Habs would have kept him, they would have had to pay higher to keep him for longer. And that would have been a mistake, I think, seriously. And maybe if kotkaniemi's still on the Habs team, there's no Kirby Dach right now, because kotkaniemi's filling up that center hole or something. I know Dach's on the wing right now, but you get what I mean as far as like slotting at the beginning of the season. A lot of people thought Dach was a center, and they tried him there to start the year. So, I mean, maybe in a way, Carolina did a favor to the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, at the end, like, Carolina's a really good team. They're going to win either way because they've just got depth up and down their lineup, and they've got a great lineup of players. But I'm telling you, this Kotkaniemi contract is going to come back, and it's going to bite the Carolina Hurricanes in the backside. I'm telling you right now, bank on it. This is going to be a bad contract for them that they're going to have to try to move desperately at some point. I don't get it. I really don't. And I was a big KK fan when he was in Montreal. I wanted him to succeed. I wanted him to do well. But I don't understand this one. I really, really don't. And again, the big mistake isn't the offer sheet. Okay, that wasn't it, or even just taking him in the first place. It's the 8-year contract. And I understand from KK's side, he doesn't want another bridge. He wants as much money as he can get. But you gotta try to sign him to another bridge deal at this point. You cannot commit nearly $5 million to a guy who in 18 games has 1 goal. And it's not like he has 1 goal and 10 assists, 1 goal and 2 assists. This is bad, man. Seriously bad. And I don't get it. Maybe you guys can explain it some more to me. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. Like, comment, subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.